yeah, whatever you start with, let's get
OG Chronicles back, yo. Round two of that one topic we was talking about before. Last time we stopped off, we were talking about how the justice system is not set for us, right? And how we had to overcome that and get this generation to understand this shit ain't something new. They just up in the game when they give them more numbers.
Yeah.
So today's topic is what prison taught me about life and growth. AD, what prison taught you about life and growth?
It taught me that we need to, whatever young people we have around us, we need to really grab hold of them, because the ultimate goal is to have them behind us filling these jails up. You know, it's a never ending cycle, huh?
A repeat performance.
Revolving door. They try to keep it a revolving door within our communities. You know,
it's either the military or it's the prison and justice system that attacks our men. Because right now, how the fuck the Marines, the Air Force, the Navy, and all them sending him, because he's about to turn 18, brochures to come to these services? I ripped up when I go in the mailbox, I rip up every one of them just going, he don't even know they exist. But his name on it, Sean Lee, you know what I mean, Jr. I'm like, what the fuck is y'all sending my baby mail for the military? We ain't walk up in no motherfucking office. Hey, well, we thinking about it. Ain't no fucking thinking about it. Y'all voted this motherfucker in. You think I'm gonna let my baby go fucking bang bang? For a country that when he come back home, y'all over here taking away veteran rights and all that shit. I make him gamble with me. We go ride out and become entrepreneurs and handle our fucking business. Fuck that.
Now is not the time to be going into the military for anyone, and we're not even saying you know, just because you're black. I mean, especially if you're black, but you know, now is not the time to be going into the military with all this going on, and you know, these bold professions that, you know, this nut keeps making. Honestly.
Nah. When I went to the, I tell my military I was about to go in. They was gonna help me get my GED, and they was gonna get me in because my probation officer. I love you, Miss Holland. Rest in peace. That white lady seen something to me when I ain't see it at that time. You know what I'm saying? I'm bad as fuck. She was my probation officer for like 4 years. She used to just back me down. And she pulled some strings, and they were gonna put me in this program at that time in the 80s. It was a program you can go in the military and all blah blah blah, because you're a bad juvenile, but the military is supposed to help you grow and help you get your shit. So me and my boys were gonna do the buddy system.
Okay.
While we go to Philly, it's supposed to be for 3 years. I'm like, I'm cool with it. I can do 3 years. Bro, while we go to Philly, the motherfucker said, we're going to swear y'all in tomorrow, so you got to go back home, and y'all got to come back here at 7 o'clock in the morning. While we like, fuck it, we about to turn up. And we turned up. We got in the hotel, did what we did. This motherfucker woke up. We got to be in Philly. The train leaves at 5:45, and we'll be in Philly by 6:30. We got to be there at 7 to swear in. Man, you got to do what you got to go do. I said, because I ain't going no war. And then all of a sudden turn around. This motherfucker end up in Iraq and I end up in prison. He said, I did 3 years in the military. You did 3 years in jail. I'm like, but you also had a Humvee blow up and you also got shot at, motherfucker. I think I'll take my chances in prison.
You know what my pops told me one time. He was like, as much time as you have done behind bars, you probably assessed a PhD if you would have went to school. I said, damn. He said, you know, you could have had a PhD in probably a master's and some other shit.
Nah, that wasn't the route for you.
Nah, it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I've always been hands on. I always, I've had a paper route.
I had a paper route.
And
How many
everything.
houses you had? I had 145.
I don't know how many people I had, but I did a rich white neighborhood, and
Christmas was the shit.
Yeah.
For me.
I ended up giving that route to my brother, and this one place we got a big contractor called up in Pittsburgh called Cost, and I delivered to their house, and like I said, I gave the route to my brother. Their dog Brick ended up biting my brother. Lady came straight out and just gave my brother $100. He came home happy than a mug. He was like, man, he's like, I don't even care that the dog bit me. He was like, it really didn't hurt all like that. He's like, she gave me $100 right off the rip. I was like, yeah, so you don't sue her, bro. I said, that's what you were supposed to say. Nah, we'll get in touch with you with my lawyer. He was just looking at me all mystified, like, yeah. I said,
you just got bought for change.
Mm-hmm. And she got him with $100. I mean, any kid, you know what I'm saying? He was young. So any kid, 12, 13 years old, you know what I'm saying? They still riding bikes and shit like that. So they $100, man, shit. And $100 was hard to come by back in our day. It's not like today. You know what I'm saying? It was very hard to come by back in our day. So, man, I just I recall a lot of stuff, from back then. That's just a change now.
So when you went in and you coming out, what prison taught you?
Which time?
I started.
Which time?
It ain't a matter of time, because each time you came out, you had more knowledge than what you did when you went in on that time. Because I know that's how it was for me. I just got a life lessons because I had my uncles in them, and then I had in the county. So I grew from that to get ready to go to the penitentiary. Like Jersey will hold you half of your sentence in the county because they getting money from you, and you ain't getting state money. So when you get to the state facilities, that's when you get TVs, this, that, and that. You get to live a little bit.
Right.
When I was in jail.
Right. And it's still like that though. It's still like that.
You get jobs and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I ain't do shit but kind of saying because I had money. I ain't do a damn thing until like when that it was 18 months I had to go. I ain't do shit until I got to the 12th when I had a year to go, bro. I ain't do nothing. I paid a motherfucker to do my kind of saying. My job was to clean up the pod. Dude, I lay in bed watching my TV, sit back, listen to music, whatever, write poetry, write a letter for this dude to pay me with stamps and all that, and I don't even write letters for my own people. I just sat around and chilled all day and gambled. I pay a bitch to do the goddamn toilets and all that shit and clean out the shower. I ain't give a fuck. But when I got to that furlough time and all that and work release, and I became an active inmate.
Well, see, they still had work release back then. They ain't got that shit no more. They ain't got furloughs no more.
Damn.
You will not be going home, until these motherfuckers let you go. At least in Pennsylvania, that's how they move.
Damn.
I got a homie that's locked up. Man, this nigga got like 10 more years in Delaware, and they got video games in their rooms. Not to try to glamorize it, but when anything to try to help with the monotony of the time, you dig what I'm saying?
Trying to clear it out.
It helps. I mean, this last thing I went through, like I said, it was butter, and they had 2 PlayStation 4s on the block. But I want to say the PlayStation 4s didn't hit the blocks until till COVID, and then they gave us that rated R movies because you can't watch rated R movies or anything with any nudity or violence and stuff like that, at least in Pennsylvania. That's how they treat you. They treat you like you 12.
Damn.
Yeah, it's hard. And we won't even comment on the food. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, nah, dude, when I got to the state joint, they ain't none of that shit. Long as I got motherfucking commissary, I'm gonna do what I'm doing. I'm gonna get 2 or 3 food packages pushed in.
Well,
corned beef and all that.
See, here's the thing. Like I said, like I've heard from dudes who've been upstate New York, and would say, they would get packages, kind of like the Goodfellas, how they had Goodfellas. You can get different things such as that nature in clothes and things of that nature. There's none of that in PA. None of that. All of that is done. They've had so many. I mean, and I understand now. When they did when you could wear, street clothes, so to speak. And then you had people who escaped and they had street clothes. You know what I'm saying? Do the math. So
you ain't doing none of that no more.
Right. So that's why they changed that. So as soon as you come in, you sending your clothes home or we burning them. We can throw them away. At different times they change different rules. I've heard people, talk about how, okay, well, at one time you can send your stuff home, and then another time they say, whatever you come in with, we burning or we throwing away. And you're like, huh? Nah, man, I got on Gucci sneaks. You ain't, I'm sending this shit to the crib. I don't care what it costs. And, but I've never been caught up in anything like that. But, that's how they play, man. They play with us like that.
Man, when I got out the motherfucking door at the unit, dog, I shit butt ass nigga. My man had my outfit because when I was on furloughs, I picked out my outfit, had my jewelry. Motherfucker, like, you could have gave me the motherfucking Jordans, nigga, when you walked out the door. You could have went out there in some flip-flops. I threw all that shit in that bin. They said that I talked to one of my mans and them like a couple of months later. He was like, man, when you left, motherfuckers ran straight to that trash can, bro. Like, I did that. Like, I'm not taking, all I took out of jail was the tea my grandma bought me and a bag of letters. No clothes. Oh, yeah, the case of blacks. And a case of Newports for my mom and then when I got home. That's all I had when I left. I took all that shit. I left all that shit behind in Annandale, down to the drawers. I ain't want no state number in my life, bro. That state number in all your clothes.
Well, they in PA well, some jails do, some jails don't. They on your underwear they don't put all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny because, like I said, being that there's been different times I've been able to see different things, and watch. I won't even say the correction system evolve. I've watched it evolve by going back and forth. And at one point in time, I remember where we had white T-shirts. You were issued 4 or 5 white T-shirts when you first got upstate, and now they brown. Why you think they brown?
What's segregation? Or it's clean? It's dirty. Because white got to stay clean. Less using bleach.
I mean, but I mean, it's your own personal T-shirt, so motherfuckers don't keep their shit clean. Motherfuckers wear that shit 2-3 days, sleep in that shit and everything else. Shit look terrible. You know what I'm saying? And they don't give a fuck. But the reason for the color change is for trans, because you had trans people coming through with a breast, and you know these individuals, we'll call them individuals, would do certain things when you know they first started coming through, wetting their t-shirts and stuff like that, and you already got, you know, every degenerate underneath the sun. And now I'm not gonna say, I'm not using that word loosely, because I still have people that I consider, you know, friends and family that are in there. But I do know how a lot of people move. There's a lot of pedophiles up in there. You dig what I'm saying? And just sick, sadistic fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up that they would see a pair of titties, and even though it's on a man, you know what I'm saying? You can clearly tell it's a man, and they still fucking with him. And my whole thing is, if you fucking with a man with titties, you fuck with a man. You know what I'm saying? Or any, you know, period. That's
you don't even want to go down them stories of niggas.
I mean, I'm just keeping it real, and explaining to you the reason why they changed the color of the t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? Because of you know the things going on, and like I said, evolution. Things change. Things change out here as well as inside there. You know, they gotta adapt to the change. That's why, hey, did you know you cannot, in Pennsylvania, Delaware too, you cannot send a letter straight to any prison anymore.
What? But I just said shit to my girls in Clinton and all that shit.
No, sir. I mean, and it's probably like this all over the country, bro. What that's
messed up.
What do they call that shit? They call that shit K2. You ever heard of that shit?
But the synthetic shit, or
yeah. Now listen, let me give you a little jail history lesson real quick. I don't know when it was, maybe about 16. Even though I wasn't locked up, but I heard about it from, you know, those that have been. Maybe about 14, 15, 16, somewhere around there. When K2 started popping, people found out a way in order to melt it down or make it into a liquid, spray it on a letter, spray it on a card, whatever. And you know, you send that card to your loved one. And the only thing they do is rip it up. And you know, at that time you still had cigarettes, papers, things of that nature, cigars, you know, all that shit you could still smoke in jail. And they roll that shit up and smoke in the K2 and get high as that. Falling out.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. So they changed it. So all the Pennsylvania mail has to go to Florida first. They copy your shit, even cards. Like I got birthday cards. I got copies of birthday cards. I don't even get the original card. They don't send your family back the original card. They just toss that bitch. So you get copies of your shit.
Damn.
That's how they roll. All letters. Copies of that shit.
Hey, who? I would say, boy, I'm glad I did my 3 and bang, bang. 30 out.
Yeah.
Because the one thing that bothered me, I think it was more the disappointment in my grandma's eyes and me giving her my word is bond that I wasn't going back. That's why I had to move different. You know what I mean? Because when I came home, shit was waiting for me, and it was like, you did your 3, we owe you this. And I looked at that shit, you can have that shit. I hollered. And then I got down AC and was down there for like a couple of days, and I'm like, man, I need to make some money. And I went back home and I said, I need that 36 twice. And they threw it at me and I was like, I hit you back with the money. Nah, We good. And I went down there and then I just end up all over the South Jersey. I came in quicker, faster, cheaper, better grade. And I blew up. And dude, I ain't gonna lie, being in a little small town down there in South Jersey, I moved like a boss down there, but cops didn't even fuck with me. They ain't even because cop pull up at my yard. We had these big ass crab bakes and shit at my house. Cop pull up, yo, you hungry, bro? Here, eat. I was like, this motherfucker cool with the popo. I'm like, nah, motherfucker, it's called, if they see that we black, motherfucker, if you got that attitude, we in this part of the cluster of New Jersey that these motherfuckers still got them motherfucking robes. You let them know that you cool. Man, I blew by one cop one time. I bought a 300ZX cranberry. Motherfucker, the cop was sitting poof. Mind you, why, by the way, I ain't had no driving license and nothing, dog. Car was registered and insured in the wifey name. But you know what I mean? I blew by that motherfucker. He just flacked his lights. Chill out.
I don't know. I did stuff like that too. When I think back now, I'm like, what was wrong with me? You know what I'm saying? I do not know. It's a mystery because it really is. You know, you would think that because Lord knows my mom was like, listen, we can't keep this up. You know what I'm saying? Like the first time when I went to the county for a minute, I think I did 6 months in the county. And that was like my first thing. Well, no, actually, no, that's not true either because I've got juvenile time in. But anyway.
Me too. A lot. And guess what? I hate your fucking state, dog. They gave me in juvenile, they gave me indefinite probation.
Oh, for real? See, they had me on some shit like that too, and it ended up putting me in a boy zone at 17 because
I ain't fuck with PA. When the alleged situation went down, dog, with the cop, and I scared everybody, better not say I fucking was driving. And they just got us for joyriding, but because they knew it was me, they hit me with a different sentence. Like I had to concurrent my shit from Pennsylvania and New Jersey, so I had to have a standard. Because Pennsylvania said they would bring me back over from New Jersey. Because you gotta remember, New Jersey and Pennsylvania is neck and neck like this.
They're
like
right there, right side by side.
The Delaware Bridge separate us. And we did we tricked motherfucker. We did a lot of dirt in Marsville, Yardley, Langhorne, King of Prussia, all that shit out there, dog. We did. When I started crossing the bridge and found out shit over there, dog, and then meeting people over there, dog. We started many car. We just say the alleged situations just turned up out that bitch while we was rolling over there in 86, 87, 88. So it's like they wasn't used to that shit, dog, the way they was acting. They're like, what the fuck is going on? Like, once Trick found out, we got to do breeding ground, and we just started crossing the bridge. It's like, they got better shit over here. But one thing I would say, what really taught me about jail though is me. I had these thoughts to come home like some John Gotti shit. I'm getting out, and and I met when I got to the state joint. I met some cool old dudes. God rest in peace, Woody, Raheem. All them motherfuckers just like pulled me to the side, like, yo, you are different type. I mean, even though you with this shit, but you smart enough to do this other shit and stay straight and not come back here. You know what I'm saying? And I took that as after years of sitting around playing chess with them and conversating and doing what I'm supposed to do, sit back and listen and observe when wisdom is being taught and giving you knowledge. for you to get an understanding. I knew how to move different because, man, I was wild, bro. I told you at my family reunion with the percolator, boy, my grandma had to tell her, these motherfuckers fucking, like, for real, on all truth, bro. Grandma didn't even understand it. She like, I watched this boy spin on his head, do all the other weird shit. And down there out here, basically, he got up in the air, she laying on him, humping him on, and then they switch and move when it's boop doop 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 shit. Come on, my grandma been talking shit about that shit for like a week, bro. Every time I came it out, here it come, do that damn thing you gyrated, and you mama took your clothes off. Yeah, because I put like this. Me and my people that we percolator was our shit. But when we go to the club, I ain't ever do that around family ever again, bro. That song came on big. We like, shit. Forgot where the fuck we was at. Like, hold the fuck.
You know what?
Do you ever regret anything you ever did?
Yeah.
To put you in the position you was at.
Yeah. Only because, that shit took me away from my kids. You know what I'm saying?
See, because you went older.
Huh?
I respect you went
older.
And
like you, I waited until my 30s to have my kids. You know what I'm saying? I had one at 31 and the other at 34. So, it's just, I feel as though, a lot of time from them, you know what I'm saying? I regret that shit, that I missed a lot of shit. First steps, you know what I'm saying? First birthdays, shit like that. Some shit I did catch, but for the most part, if I was gone, I was gone. Shout out to my moms, though, because my mom's kept them in my life. You know what I'm saying? She definitely brought them to see me. It ain't like it is now. Now it's kind of like this shit we got going on here. But, you just see them on the telephone. But you can see them. You know what I'm saying?
But me, like I said, you went in older. Me, I went in younger, so I don't have no regrets.
But I mean,
when I was younger, bro, you gotta remember.
Depends on which time.
I was popping corners at 14, and I was doing all the shit I was doing because that's what I wanted to do at that time. And I was living a double life. Like when people say people can't live a double life, that's bullshit. I lived a double life.
Yes, so have I.
I was a church kid. I was a Boy Scout. I was one step away from having an Eagle Scout. I was in I won that contest in the TV guidebook with the art school, so I was in art school. But I was also a street motherfucker. One of the most fucked up as dudes on the block. But I grew up in a house with 9 females, and when I walked in the door, I played a whole different role. Prankster, botherer, asshole. And just, but out in the streets, I was about that money. And then the fact is, when you're 16, 17 years old and you can get up and go buy whatever the hell you want, like before we was begging over penny candy, we be like, what sneakers you getting this week? What sneakers you buying today? Who gonna buy out Center City? And then I was into DJing, so I had the Techniques at 15. I had the Notepad, JBC, Big Box. Yeah. I had big ready, like I was the first dude in the neighborhood with a CD player boom box. Because I had the CD player joint, it was a Panasonic. I do things that I experienced, but then I got uncles in them that got that money. And you know what I mean? So a lot of things I didn't have to climb up out of until I started wanting to be independent. Like, oh, you on your own? Figure it out. Up Harlem, going to New York, Harlem. And my uncle was like, bring your ass here. I like, oh, y'all thought I couldn't figure the game out. And then I had to take the consequences when all the other shit fell apart. They gave me 3. Did my 3 years with my head. Like, yo, fuck it. If I live in here, I'm gonna come here. If I get out of here, I'm not coming back here.
See, my problem was that out of my boys, even though my boys hustled, I was always the smartest one.
Me too.
So it was okay. Well, he went away, and then as soon as he come back, we just gonna wait for him. We just gonna wait for him because we know he gonna start. Because the motherfucker ain't gonna be broke. So we just gonna wait for him. And as a result, the process just continued repeating itself. But the only one that was catching falls was me. And that ain't no fun.
You ain't lying.
Yeah, that ain't no fun. I mean,
when I racked a couple of motherfuckers when I came home that used to be on my team, it made me realize when I went down, y'all niggas up here praising me that I'm home, I made it home. But at the same token, I appreciate y'all watching my mom because of the threats. But at the end of the day, dude, can't fuck with y'all. I gotta rebuild. And that's when I started moving different. And then it taught me also how to see who I do business with if loyalty ain't on that table first. If you ain't gonna, if we gonna be friends, associates, we can make $1 here and $1 here, but we talking about making money. If the loyalty ain't there, dog, I'm gonna put all mine in this. I ain't gonna put mine in halfway. That's why I say a lot of motherfuckers be flipping tables around us right now.
Well, I mean, again,
but we got a business to make, but we can't pay attention to them flipping tables. We want them to flip the tables, but at the end of the day, as long as you keep that motherfucking name in your mouth, you're gonna keep us moving. So we cool with
it. I mean, people flipping tables right now that don't even concern me because it has no bearing on my paper.
Facts.
It has no bearing on my paper. So flip away. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Flip away. I mean, everybody else is gonna talk about it, and I might catch it on the way. But for that's like I want to say that's where the growth comes in when you were grown men, when you locked up and you were grown men, and they teach you how to move. If you don't know how to move, they teach you how to
show you how to move.
When I was coming up, my old heads were I can't even describe my old heads. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't grab us. The dudes that were 4 or 5, 6 years older than us, they should have grabbed us when we was young and been like, listen, this is what y'all need to do. You know what I'm saying? But they was so busy, you know what I'm saying? I can just remember. I can remember like it was yesterday. Shit I was doing when I was 12, 13. You know what I'm saying? With the street. When you had to be home when the street lights was on. That type shit. Type of music motherfuckers was playing. But I also
that's why I played with time back in the day. The street lights come on. I gotta go, bro. Let's get this shit cracking. Like we ain't got. I don't fuck with Linda. Dude, there's times that I ran blocks, motherfucker, and got in front of the house sweating like a dog, leaning against the gate, going. She like, all right, you better be there. And I'm like, God damn.
That's like what is that? Eddie Murphy Raw. Yeah. When he was talking about was it Raw? Yeah, it was Raw. When he said, the mom had the bionic hearing.
Yeah. Oh hell, my mom had that shit.
That was my mom.
My mom.
When I heard that, because I said, damn, if that ain't my mom.
Well, yeah, everybody said that if a black motherfucker can't tell me that you ain't thinking Gen X era that we literally our mom had super hearing, you fucking lying to you. Because I swear to God, my bedroom was on the 3rd floor. That motherfucker opened up the door. My door closed to my bedroom. I ain't scared to be in no damn room. I will hear this lady. I'm up there fucking with my sister. whispering. I mean, bomb. Be like, yo, what the fuck did you say? And then shut your motherfucking ass up before blah blah blah. We be like, man, fuck that. I could be in the kitchen, see in the living room. I'll say some shit under my breath in the kitchen. Would you say, motherfucker? Like, yeah. Yeah, get up out of here. That was real parenting. I've been telling his ass.
And you know what? And my kids have not thanked me yet, but I know it's gonna come. I especially from my son, being that my son's older, I feel like my son is gonna say, you know what? Once he has kids and finds out, you're only trying to protect your kids. So part of protecting your kids is being a part of their life and finding out what they're into. You know what I'm saying? Like I took phones. I'm not to say that I'm a criminal. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say that, even though white people will say that. They'll say, hey, you went to jail, you're a criminal. It depends on your perspective. You know what I'm saying? My lawyer more so described me as a businessman, entrepreneur, so to speak, because I was getting it. And so it's you can say one thing or another, because I done been in with criminals, you know what I'm saying? From people who was doing life to people who was doing double life, you know what I'm saying? I've come across some real sadistic motherfuckers.
Hey, yo, just in case for anybody going, matter way, comment, subscribe for all this information, but tell them how it is now with visits, because you know how it was back in my era. Visits was, if you was a felon, you couldn't even visit your peoples that you rock with or cousin or be in the same vicinity with them. Literally, like if you on parole or whatever in New Jersey back in the 90s, you wasn't even allowed to be around your own cousin. Like if your own cousin showed up at a birthday party, you wasn't even allowed to be there with them.
Bro, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Let me be very careful with my wording. There are ways in which you can do things now, and we'll leave it at that. Being that as long as it's not an in-person. Now, if you are going in person, forget about it. You're not doing that as even a felon. I have been off of parole. I've heard of people being on parole for like 20 years. They walk off their sentence, kind of like you. You haven't had no problems. Yeah, after you got out, you've had no problems. But they won't let you go and see nobody just because you a felon.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
That's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And it can, unless, and sometimes I won't say in every case, because in certain cases, say if it's, a immediate family, it's your brother, some shit like that, your son, they will allow that. But I believe it's on the, what do you call that? The warden. The warden has final say upon whether or not.
One of my boys became a warden, but I don't. That's another story.
You said one of your partners became a warden.
Yeah, he started out at Trenton State Penitentiary, the biggest max penitentiary in the state of New Jersey. That's where all the
I've seen movies on it. Yeah. I've seen movies
right outside Trenton. The big ass wall. It's called the Wall.
It got like a dome or some shit?
No, it's not. I might have grew up, but like, dude, you drive down, but like this, when you're in South Trenton, because you're gonna see that motherfucking wall. And what's behind that wall supposed to have the most, like my boy, like, man, I'm gonna get later down the line in this, but we about to pop it to the end because I gotta get ready. But check. We're gonna leave it right there because I want y'all to keep eating off this. This gonna be the new series. We just gonna leave that title running.
You want to put a pin in it?
We're gonna put a pin in it. We're gonna put a pin in it.
Gonna put a pin in it.
Yeah, but we're gonna leave it right there because if y'all ain't, we got a lot to say, and it's all coinciding what's going on as us being grown ass men. And as always, somebody got a call at the wrong motherfucking time when they know I said I'm online. And now I'm gonna call back after we close this shit out. Like, what the fuck your day?
Hey, you know what they tell us in Juma? Turn your ringer down. Turn your phones down, please. This way,
I know y'all got phones and everything,
but I wasn't expecting anything. I think I got a text or something, but that's about it. Yeah, I got a text. Sam's Club.
Shoot. Holler at you in the morning. We do it every day. 6 to 9 o'clock. Gen X style, TikTok.
See, and I can't even get. I need to hold on. I need to say something real quick. I can't even participate in this music thing. I should be able to like put songs in the chat.
Saturday and Sunday is when we're really gonna turn up. We're gonna put the same background up. I got ideas, bro. One thing I learned in my manager training programs, from the hotel to retail and all that shit, with management and all that, I learned marketing. Thing is, weekend gonna be the turn up. That's when we got the Facts Over Feelings, our clothes on live, and like we on the live like we did last Saturday and Sunday. Everybody free then. We got time to promote the business. We also got time to play the music, and we can just take over the whole time slot. We stay on 4, 5, 6 hours, dog, and just collect the money.
But only most of us. I mean, all of us can't get up there though.
Well, I mean, on the weekend they can.
Huh?
On the weekend we can rotate it. It
because,
just can be
because Tasha wasn't even there. You know, Tasha.
But they don't gotta be there. We can get the other people to participate. We got subscribers. We got regular people to keep hitting B on the team and shit. You see how dude came up yesterday. Eagle was trying to play that weak ass bullshit. You know what I mean? But we gonna get motherfuckers gonna want to come up and do it. So it's gonna be live as fuck. I'm telling you. Hey. Once we start taking over the weekends, now we already own Monday through Friday. We take over the weekends, bro, like 5 o'clock, and bang out all night. Gen X shit. It's about selling the product. That's why y'all think I wore that Gen X shirt the other day. It's about the product, because I got a whole Gen X collection that's sitting back ready to burn. I'm about to take that market. Then we're going to get the gray beard motherfuckers to come up and give us some cream, to give us some oils for beard and haircuts and trimmers. And I'm looking at the whole market for my age era. Our age era is sellable because the fact is a lot of us now in our 40s and 50s and 60s got a disposable income because we know how to save money. We're not like the millennials. Them motherfuckers buy Louis Vuitton bags for $5,000. They broke.
Not mine. Not mine. Not mine.
I be looking at motherfucker, be like, I'm about to get his Louis belt. I told my son he wanted a Gucci belt. I said, I know this Chinese lady right downtown in Louisville, bro. I'll bring you a belt right now. He said, I'm gonna go out $30. You better fake it till you make it, nigga.
Listen, it's only so people used to hold their daggone britches up with rope, or a shoestring. I'm not real impressed about a belt. I'm not. I mean, I've been in a Louis store and priced them and was like, I got better things to do. I got too many other interests. You know what I'm saying? That I can spend that money on.
I want a Cobra.
I'm cool. That's why I stay and work shit now. You know what I'm saying? That's my new thing. You know what I'm saying? And that means that I'm going to work getting shit done. I just go in. We'll leave it at that.
That's it. Put a pin in it. Holla at us next episode. Probably tomorrow, fucking with him, because he ready to go. He ready every day. We can do this every day. I'm getting it back, bro. One.